Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel SAP Hands-On. Please subscribe for more videos. In this video, I'm going to talk about SAP Floorplan Manager for Web Dynpro ABAP, Introduction and Overview. Floorplan Manager is a user interface framework for developing web-enabled applications in SAP environment. Floorplan Manager framework is an enrichment and it inherits the principles and properties of Web Dynpro ABAP framework. Here we see some advantages that Floorplan Manager framework applications design follows SAP user interface guidelines. Thus, it ensures consistency in application behavior and look and feel. We can embed multiple Web Dynpro components into one FPM application. Thus, it ensures reusability and flexibility of using different Web Dynpro components into one FPM application. From a developer standpoint, it accelerates the design and development of user interface layout, and it increases the development efficiency for UI layout design. Web Dynpro Floorplan Manager applications can be configurable, customizing, and personalization is allowed. When there are multiple Floorplan Manager applications in one SAP environment used by end user, if those applications are developed using Floorplan Manager framework, from the end user perspective, they can quickly and easily familiarize with these new applications. How to support these advantages and to support these statements, further we will discuss into the next slides. Similar to the all other user interface technologies, Floorplan Manager framework also follows the MVC architecture. So Floorplan Manager framework majorly acts as a view where the screen design UI layout is designed. For model, depending on various SAP products, SAP applications, for example, if you take SAP Transportation Management, BOPF acts as a model and FPM framework is used as a view, and FBI kind of acts as a controller to establish a connection between view and model. Following features and supported floor plans. SAP FPM provides predefined floor plans. Using these floor plans, end users can perform various activities in the user interface. We can navigate from one application to another application. We can navigate from one screen to another screen. Users can enter the data. Users can press the buttons. And users can enter the search criteria and get the search results, and many more activities can be performed in the user interface layout design that is developed using the Floorplan Manager. Currently, Floorplan Manager supports the following floor plans: object instance floor plan, overview page floor plan, guided activity floor plan, and quick activity floor plan. So here you see for every floor plan there is a unique Web Dynpro component that is made available by standard SAP framework. See, for object instance floor plan there is a separate component FPM underscore OIF underscore component. For overview page floor plan, standard SAP Web Dynpro component FPM underscore OVP underscore component. For guided activity floor plan, FPM underscore GIF underscore component. Quick activity floor plan can be achieved by using the object instance floor plan. The floor plans are when they are configured in the configuration editor, the floor plan is divided into several areas to improve the look and feel of the user interface and to improve the application behavior and the consistency in the application functionality. So here we see the floor plan is divided into various areas. Identification region, where the page header will be displayed. Message region, where the messages will be displayed whenever there is a validation. If the validation is successful or the validation is failed, the message should be displayed, will be displayed on the message region. And when you click on the save button, if the data is successfully saved, so these kind of messages will be displayed on the message region. Context navigation region, where all the global toolbar buttons will be placed. And content area, where actually the transactional data is displayed, and various tabs, data in various tabs will be displayed depending on the functionality. And roadmap element is applicable and relevant from the guided activity floor plan perspective. So the guided activity floor plan makes sense when end user has a requirement to display the step-by-step activity. So when you use the guided activity floor plan, you will get to see the roadmap elements, and user can navigate from one step to another step, and they can easily understand and identify what is the current activity that they are performing. So that's the advantage with the guided activity floor plan. Now, in every floor plan, one of the important artifact is user interface building block, where we keep the layout design, and we place the Web Dynpro components. So what is UIBB? So user interface building block is an application specific view that is embedded into a floor plan manager application to display the content. So here we place the Web Dynpro components, and we create the configurations for those components. So from the floor plan manager perspective, that it supports two types of UIBBs: Freestyle UIBB and generic UIBB. So what is Freestyle UIBB? Freestyle UIBB is an application specific Web Dynpro component. So it's more similar to the how we do the development in Web Dynpro ABAP when there was no floor plan manager. So like right side you can see the illustration difference between the Freestyle UIBB approach and the generic UIBB approach. So in Freestyle UIBBs, they mostly have their own views, more or less static and specific for the application that they are intended for. Okay, so in Freestyle UIBB approach, we create a custom Web Dynpro components, and we design the UI layout in the Web Dynpro component view, and those Web Dynpro components can be used directly into the floor plan manager component configurations. Yeah, so therefore the UI layout is coming from the Web Dynpro component view layout. In the case of generic UIBB, so these GUIBBs are application independent Web Dynpro components. So standard SAP frameworks provides certain reusable standard SAP Web Dynpro components to design the user interface layout. Currently, it supports form layout, list layout, tree layout, and search criteria. So all these kind of user interface layout can be designed. Okay, so list is nothing but a table control, tree is a hierarchical view, hierarchical list, and then search criteria is also possible. So there are various kind of standard SAP Web Dynpro components made available by standard SAP, and these components can be used to design the user interface layout in the generic UIBB approach. So right side we can see the illustration. In the case of generic UIBB, most importantly, feeder classes plays a vital role to bring the metadata and provide it to the generic UIBBs for designing the user interface screen layout. So when user here in the screen, when user is trying to access a floor plan manager application, so within the FPM framework, in the case of Freestyle UIBBs, user interface building blocks are developed for a specific purpose, then it is recommended to use the Freestyle UIBB approach. But in case if we want to have a application independent and a dynamic behavior, then it is recommended to go with the generic UIBB approach. And these days, majority of the standard SAP applications and even the custom applications that are being built in respective customer systems are recommended to use the GUIBB approach. So here we see various configurations that we create in Floorplan Manager framework. So the first and foremost configuration that we create in Floorplan Manager framework is application configuration. So for application configuration, to create this, we need a Floorplan Manager application, and then for that application we can create application configuration. So once the application configuration is created, then we assign the floor plan configuration. So currently we can create a floor plan of type OIF or OVP or GAF, and with the latest SAP best practices also recommends to go with the overview page floor plan. And in fact, SAP Transportation Management is one of the successful SAP product these days, and it is also part of S4 HANA, and it uses all the applications of SAP Transportation Management system are developed using the floor overview page floor plan approach, GUIBB. And then the another configuration that we create, either we can call it as component configuration or GUIBB specific configuration. So these GUIBB configurations are reusable objects. So depending on the desired user interface layout, whether to design form layout or tree layout or list table control or search criteria. So there are various GUIBB components available, and for every component the GUIBB configuration is to be created, is also called as component configuration. These configurations can be used in more than one application, so thus it ensures the reusability. And for designing the complex UI layouts, to embed multiple layouts within the primary layout, then we have a component available, reusable floor plan manager component, composite UIBB, FPM underscore composite UIBB. So if we use this composite UIBB, then we can place multiple GUIBBs within this UIBB. So for designing more complex user interface layouts, we can also create a component configuration for composite UIBB. Currently, these are some of the SAP applications which are using Floorplan Manager as a framework for developing the user interface applications: SAP Transportation Management, SAP Product Lifecycle Management, SAP Supplier Relationship Management, SAP Master Data Governance, and to some extent SAP Customer Relationship Management (CRM). And even in S4 HANA also, there are several applications being developed. All the user interface applications, it is recommended to use the Floorplan Manager framework for developing the user interface layout, UI applications. So this is about Floorplan Manager framework, and I will make another video in continuation to the to talk more about Freestyle UIBB and generic UIBB. Thanks for watching. Please comment if you have any recommendations, if you have any questions. Thank you.